Ready?
Yeah. Brothers are here.
Go live.
Start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor. Live, right?
Yeah, we live.
Start by giving all glory, praises, and honor.
Power by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Yakatash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to the brothers that's teaching us truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the world there. Gms Toronto, prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Babylon the Great. Alright? And there it is, another week in captivity. Right? Wickedness is still abounding, you know? Esau is coming through with all type of variants now. He's trying to ramp this thing up, man, because he knows that he has a short time in this place. You know? Once he started with this dude Boogeyman, which was the Big C, alright? It's nothing for him to come up with a new one now. You know? And all because of for your health. You gotta ask yourself, what did Esau ever give a fuck about your health, man? You know? It's the same person that's giving you cigarettes. Alright? Has it go to any convenience store, any gas station, and go get cigarettes, man. You know, all type of opioids, all your prescription drugs. You know, when does this person ever care for your health, man? You look at America, one of the most obese countries. It's the most obese country in the world, man. I believe it's like 2/3 or a spiritual. It's either 1/3 or 2/3 of Americans are obese, man. That's a sickness, man. Here it is, but they'll tell you not to fat shame and shit like that, man. That's not what the Most High created people to be, man. You know? And not a fat piece of shit, not being able to do nothing, man. You know? You got anything else?
That's going to the prophesying of years like kingdom.
Right.
Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdom of war and of evil, of pestilence.
That's right, man. So what we're doing, man, is nothing new. Okay? We're the prophets again, coming back to prophesy the things to come in this place, man.
That's right.
Are you prepared to caught up in watching CNN, 24 bullshit news? All right, they tell you what's happening now. We're telling you what's gonna happen in the future. All right, but you people want to take heed, right?
And so that the prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh hath truly sent him.
That's right, man. Because you're gonna have prophesying about peace, but we're not in no time of peace, man. Right? We're not gonna be in a time of peace until Yahweh's kingdom is established, man. As of right now, there's no peace, man. So anybody coming to you with a peace doctrine, prosperity.
No, you guys are good. No.
All right? They're a false prophet.
This is the book about Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season, in a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born, and a time to die, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. What the brother was saying, there's going to be coming hard times to this place, right? A time to kill, and a time to heal, which we already know this place is not going to get healed. A time to break down, and a time to build up. Break down, this place is properly as we speak.
Right.
And a time to build up is with the Israelites.
That's right.
Trying to wake up these people right now, because we're running out of time.
That's right.
Right. Verse 4, a time to weep and a time to love. A lot of people are going to be crying the last days. It's like the brother said, with this new Beetlejuice, right? The new variants. a time to laugh, and a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Verse 5.
Read that part again.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 4. A time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance.
Fine. So if you see anybody in a laughing spirit or a dancing spirit,
That's right.
thinking everything is all good, man. All right, they're in the wrong spirit, man.
That's right.
The place is gonna be destroyed.
All right.
Okay. You see the men of the Lord. We're the ones that dwell upon all the things that take place on the earth, man. So we might have a countenance on our face, looking miserable, man. But rightfully so. You know. But we're not happy to be here, man.
That's right.
You know, you come home
That's
from work, like, fuck this place. But you gotta make ends meet, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, we know we're in captivity, we know we're in hell. You know, but we want the kingdom, man. We're tired of this shit.
All right.
You know?
Verse 6, a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and time to pass away.
That's right, man. It's a time to lose right now. A lot of people are losing their jobs right now. All right? A lot of people are having a hard time finding jobs, man. Because why? They want you to have the juice, man. If you don't have that, all right, they say it don't work, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people used to the serve.
All right.
A lot of people are still unserved.
All right.
So people complain about people leaving the job because they're like, oh, why would I work when I can make even more money?
That's right.
Being at home. You
Yeah,
know?
but right now, I don't know if it's obvious to people, but it's obvious to us that this is just population control, because every Beetlejuice 1, Beetlejuice 2, and now booster Beetlejuice, people are dropping out. Every time you take a Beetlejuice, there's a certain amount of people that are gone. They're gone. When you take the first Beetlejuice, you're gone. We're not counting those numbers. Beetlejuice 2, there was a certain amount of people, they're gone. They're never coming back. Then booster Beetlejuice, people are gone. They're wiping people out. People are not understanding. Right? So now we're in the next round. Now we're just in the next round.
Now he's talking about the fifth wave.
Yeah, cons. Yeah,
We're
cons.
saying I'm scared of the fifth wave. And then 5 represents cars.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the last one, really. When they drop the next one, that's what people get to talk about.
That's right. But it's funny because everyone think by you getting the Beetlejuice, things are going to go back to normal. Right now, in some countries, they're closing the borders. What does it mean? That means ISIS is going to shut down this place again.
And that proves that all these people are dumb.
That's right.
That's right.
They're all dumb. They're all dumb. And it proves that they have no one to blame. Who's to blame now? Who do you blame now? Stupid.
My brother had made mention of the next round.
From Benjamin.
You know, so it's like the government is really the Squid Games out here. You know, you made it to the next round. You know.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, they just made it. You made it?
Yeah. You know?
Stay here?
Yeah. God.
Right.
This book of Lamentations 4 verse 21 says that rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, and dwelleth in the land of Uz. The camp also shall be cast unto thee, thou shalt make yourself naked. Hey, and remember, didn't brothers already do the research and told you that different ones would come? Yeah. Right? This is not new. There's a whole list of them to come. You know what I mean? So nobody should be surprised. Oh my gosh, there's a new one? Oh, no. This is a plan, man. Go ahead. God, it says, punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy sins, thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. Hey, these variants, juice and all of that, this is all a part of the punishment of Jacob. Right? This is the end of their punishment. But time of Jacob's trouble. Bro, do you know you took a snake bite, and the snake bite actually destroyed your soul. You're not even classified as a human being. So how could you be classified as an Israelite? Go ahead. It says, this is like the iniquities, O God of Edom, we will discover thy sins. Yeah, it's like when the Lord says, put on that garment, right? What garment did they put on? They put on the garment of Beetlejuice, right?
That's right.
Right? They put on the garment of a booster. What?
That's right.
Isaiah 47 verse 1 says, come down and sit in the dust of the daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O God of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, and cover thy locks, make bare the leg, and cover thy thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take.
That's right. This place is being exposed, man.
That's right.
You know? And right, starting with the elders and the prophets on down, man.
That's right.
All right? Us being able to awaken to this bullshit, man. The web of lies. You know? Hundreds of years of lies, man. Because it's hard to wake up to this truth, man.
That's right.
You know? It's hard for a nigga to wake up to this, man.
It's true because
Right.
I went to go do the oil change today, and I'm there sitting down, and I'm talking to this lady. She's Portuguese, and she's talking about what's going on in the world, and she's just like, oh, she don't know why people are traveling. I'm like, they're traveling because they took the Beetlejuice.
Right.
Like, why would they travel?
Right.
The government said all they needed was the Beetlejuice to travel.
Right.
She's just like, yeah, but they shouldn't be traveling. I'm just like, I just had to leave her alone because I'm just like,
Yeah.
now you guys are not making sense. Like, what?
That by you trouble is gonna bring it over here.
That's what she said. But you have the Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
What are you worried about?
Yeah. Fuck. God.
So never underestimate how dumb people are.
That's right.
Yeah, like you said, what are they going to play with that this time? You know what I mean? They all got it. You know? They're supposed to be good, protected.
And it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will not leave thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, the daughter of the Chaldeans. And these people on the sign, their Redeemer, you know who their Redeemer is? Their Redeemer is Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. That's their Redeemer. That's who their Redeemer was. So they already chose. They already chose up, so to speak, man.
That's, yeah, I got it. Being on Pfizer.
Yeah, Khan, yeah.
You know?
It says in verse 6, there was wrath of people have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. On the ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke. And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay. You're okay.
It's okay.
You're right.
And
good.
America thinks that they're going to be a lady forever, right?
Yeah, that's
Virgin.
right.
Right? Because why? They haven't experienced any war on their side, man. On their land. You know, that's the pride of them. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Why? Because of their military, their might. They have the sword, man. The blessing. They're talking about America. Let's be real. Right? The spirit. That's the way the Most High set it up. Right? So of course they have that pride to themselves, man. You know? But the Most High said, nah, man. America's gonna get invaded, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? By the Russians, the Chinese,
That's right.
and Iran. Iran's gonna get their part too, eh?
That's right.
Don't think Iran's not gonna touch American soil. World War III. You know what I mean? I know America likes to flex their navy muscle, but you know, Iran will get their you know, the Most High will have it that way.
That's right.
Bittersweet, because they're all going down.
That's right.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, verse 7, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. neither did remember the letter end of it. Therefore, here now these that are given to pleasures, that doest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Right, man. And that's another point of America's pride, man. Not feeling that they're not gonna lose children. That's a prideful thing, man. To really think you're in a good place like that, you know? To think that you're gonna be able to fight against Yahweh Shai, the angels. That's pride, man. It's a certain level of pride. You know? The Most High is only going to use you as entertainment, man. That's right. He wants you to think you have a fighting chance. You know what I mean? Because on this side, you people really are a god on this side, man. Everybody looks up to Esau. He's the one who got the power. You know what I mean? So, wow, you know, he's the one that had the nations trembling, man.
That's right.
Esau walk in your spot and take over, just like that, man. And all you people want to come to his country, all right, and live the American dream, man. Live the Edomite dream, you know. All the rest of you know who's getting the boosters and the job. You know who's getting it. It's the Edomites and everyone that's Confederate. Obviously, Jay's getting it too, but these people want to live here and they'll do anything to live here, man. That's right. Their countries are all fucked up. Right. You know, they don't want to go live back in wherever they come from. These Edomites don't want to go back to Elam land. They want to live here, man. They see the amount of benefits they can get here, so they'll do anything to live here, man. You know?
Because why, you know, Egypt came, you know, came up and went down. Babylonian Empire came up and went down.
That's right.
You know, because the Syrians came up and they went down. Then you had, like, you know, the Greek, you know, the Medes and the Persians, they all came up and they went down, right? You had the Romans. So same thing with America, man. So the same way, like, so the empires from before, like, came up and went down, same with this place.
That's right.
Yeah. It says, verse 9, but these two things shall come to me in a moment, in a day, in one day.
Jeez.
The loss of children, and the widowhood.
Read that again, read that again.
Verse 9, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection.
That's right.
For the multitude of thy sorceries, for the abundance of thy enchantments.
Because of what? Read that part again, huh?
For thy sorceries,
That's right.
and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
That's right, man. Because everybody, the majority of you people on this planet are caught up under this spell, man. You guys are really under a spell right now, man.
Big time, yeah.
Big time. Through Eastside Entertainment, through Hollywood,
The media.
you know, the media, the amount of lies being perpetuated that if you eventually believe it, you know what I mean? Because they say that if you tell a lie long enough, it becomes the truth. You know what I mean? And that lie could be, you know, Christmas, you know, and all these other pagan holidays. You people just think it's the normal thing to do.
That's right.
You know? Y'all go hard for this shit, man. Thanksgiving, the states just happened this past. You know? That's a lie, man. That's not a part of your custom. If you're Israelite, you shouldn't be celebrating that, man.
Thanksgiving.
But yeah, exactly. But that's how ignorant people are. That they think a tradition has anything to do with culture.
Right.
We're about to celebrate Hanukkah. That's actually a part of our culture, right?
That's right.
But our people don't understand the difference between traditions and culture, man. You're keeping a tradition because your mom did it, your grandma did it, your great-grandma did it, not knowing that they inherited lies.
That's right. That's right.
That's all it was. And the faster you accept that, is the faster you get away from the lies, man.
That's right.
Why the fuck you gonna hold on to a lie just because it might be, you know, like a good day or whatever? You know what I mean? Like it's a fun day.
I'm with my family. You know,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about. It's about family. It's about family. Nah, man. It's deep. Yeah, it's about the kids. You know what I mean? It's fucked up because when I went to the mall, it's Christmas time, whatever. I'm seeing this little girl and her parents or whatever, they're like 6 feet up, whatever. They're like I'm 2 meters away from her, man. And she's trailing behind. I'm like, the fuck, these people are crazy.
Yeah, they're bugged up.
They said 8,000 of them got the thing.
Gone.
The GTA already. That was last week. 8,000.
Yeah, they said it's up to 9,000.
Kidnappings?
No, they got the
Oh yeah, the kids. Sorry.
This is Mark 7:7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Exactly.
Fine. See, read it again, Mark.
Mark 7:7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrine the commandments of men.
Exactly.
Fine.
For laying aside the commandments of Yahweh, ye hold the traditions of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such things ye do.
That's right.
And
There's more?
yeah. And
Hey,
instead of-
because back then, cleanliness was a big thing.
Right.
But the heads of Israel back in the day, they took the washing of the hands and the feet and all of that as like holiness. But holiness went deeper than just washing your hands. There's a cleanliness of your own self. You go fucking wash your hands, but then you're gonna go eat pork. Who gives a damn? You know what I mean? So the Lord was trying to tell them, go wash your hands all you freaking want to. But the man whose hands are dirty, but he's keeping the law, is more righteous than you.
And he said unto them, Oh, well, ye reject the commandments of Yahweh, that ye keep your own tradition.
Yeah, that's right.
For Moses said, Honor thy father and thy mother, and whoso curseth father or mother, let him die to death. But ye say, if a man shall say to his father or mother, it is Corban, that is to say, a gift by whatsoever thou mightest be profit by me, you shall be free. That's it.
Because remember some children or kids of the family, they're only following after the mother and the father say. But if they lash out, they say, don't do no back chop. Don't, if you tell them what you say, what you think is right, or what you know to be is right, because they're following after the Esau's tradition, bro, they want to kill you for that, right?
Well, I got a precept. This is Luke 11 and 38. I'll start at 37. It says, and as he spake, a certain Pharisee besought him to dine with him.
Boy, did you see that?
And he went in.
Yeah. Good shit. What?
Right, so it says,
Luke 11:38.
yeah, 37, right? And he went in and sat down to meat. And when the Pharisees saw it, he marveled that he had not first washed before dinner. So he didn't wash his hands. You know? That's just a thing. You know? That's like a carnal thing. That's a tradition.
Hey, like Jake's favorite saying is, oh, cleanliness is next to godliness. But where's that?
Well, we had a guy in Canada.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with being cleansy, but where's that? You know what I mean? Like, it's not in scripture. It's just a saying.
That goes without saying though.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be clean. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That goes without
Exactly.
saying. Just be clean. You know?
And verse 39, and the Lord said unto him, now, and this is in the red, right? So it's Yahushua. Now do ye Pharisees make clean the outside of the cup and the platter, but your inward heart is full of ravening and wickedness.
Jeez.
Ye fools, did not he that made that which is without make that which is within also?
Jeez.
But rather give alms of such things as God. Behold, all judgment is unto you. But woe unto you, Pharisees, for ye tithe mint and rue and all manner of herbs, and pass over judgment and the love of the Most High. And these ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone.
That's
Just
right.
because they're in business. They're making good money.
Really good money.
That was the criminal. And certain guys today, they treat it as such. You know?
they'll have T-shirts, they'll have garments, they'll have camp starter kits.
Yeah.
They'll have certain breakdowns you have to pay for.
Yeah.
They'll have all kinds of merchandise.
Hey, just like when you go to the Catholic Church and they give you Hail Marys and all this shit, or you pay for holy water, they might give you a vial.
Yeah.
$100 for a vial.
Well, you buy the candles in there. You gotta go and you gotta pay for your candles.
Yeah,
And
God.
some people, there's some churches you go to, and you buy a bunch of candles, and then you go and light the candle, and you put it next to the sink. It's like, you get a string of candles, you
You're gonna pay for it.
pay for it, and you go and pray to you go to pray to saints.
Yeah, God. God.
Right? So verse 43, woe unto you Pharisees, for ye love the uppermost seats in the synagogues and greetings in the markets. Right? Woe unto you scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are as graves which appear not, and the men that walk over them are not aware of them.
Jeez.
Right? Now, I don't know if you brothers seen the last highways with the apostles. Right? I think Apostle Tahar, he said that Sakari basically said that we don't know about the book of Hebrews if it's inspired by the Most High. You know, so that's bugged out.
Waxing worse.
So certain people, when I heard that, I'm like, you know, I had to rewind it.
Waxing worse.
Bugged out. You know, so certain groups, man, they make this thing a business. That's what it means by filthy lucre sick. You know? That was it.
What an embarrassment, bro.
That's crazy.
Took it from the scriptures, you know. Took it on the ultimate.
Nah, get revelation. The elder just mentioned something. Get revelation. Like you add or take away.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 18. It says that, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of this of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book.
Yeah, that's plain, man. Does that need a breakdown? We don't need a breakdown for that, man. We don't need a breakdown. What it's gonna look like, we don't know what it's gonna look like when the Most High punishes a person like that. That's what we don't know, but that's plain.
So that shows you there's balance, because you got guys that they would either take away from the gospel or they would try to add.
Or they try to add.
We have the book of Enoch, the book of Jasher, which there is a book of Jasher,
Yeah, there is.
right? But the one that you guys have, that's not the real book.
Yeah, Josephus. Even though Josephus
Josephus
is a very good account,
Yeah.
right? Because he was alive at that time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He goes deep into certain things.
That's right. But
There's another one.
that's a historical
Yeah, that's a
record,
bunch
and there's a lot of books that
Oh,
are
in the book of
historical
Enoch-
records.
In the book of Enoch, I forgot what it said. I can't
Something
remember
about
the thing.
Esau?
Yeah,
Shit.
something. I forget what it was, man.
Fuck, I know
Yeah, I
exactly.
forget what it was. It's like some madness, and you just you know. Because all those books, basically the real ones, they're in the Vatican, right? They're in the Vatican. When you look up the Vatican, if you look up the library, there's actually guards there. There's guards, and you need now you probably need a chip. But like even 10 years ago, you needed an access card. You needed an ID, right? And it's all electronic. A lot of those books that they have in there, they got from Egypt, from Alexandria, from that. Remember, they had a huge library.
Huge library.
Right? If you go into history, they had a huge library. And they had all kinds of different books, man. Right? But nowadays you have authors and faiths. You can make a book out of anything. You can start selling it.
Yeah.
How much copies did Da Vinci sell? What was that about?
Nothing.
Con, nothing.
What was it about?
Yeah, con.
Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, con.
They had a book. They had a book called The Secret.
Yeah.
All those kind of books, man. And you know. Go ahead. You have something.
And just to back you up on what you're saying about the Vatican, they do the same thing in the museums. So in the museums, they'll get the historical artifacts, which are going to look like us, Israelites. They put that in the back. And then they bring out the whitewash and put that in the front for people to see, man.
Yeah, I put a thing in the group chat with Jackie Chan. Back, we had our king of the Lord, disciples.
Quick precept, Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. Though one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. That these being the prophecies. And it says, for my mouth it hath commanded, and the spirit it hath gathered them. You know? Ultimately, at the end of the day, this is the only book you need, man. You know? Although certain books, like the elder said, are good for historical record, you know? But really, just stick to the scriptures, man.
Yeah. A lot of those books are vain.
Fine.
The books helped us. Remember, we had a lot of books.
Yeah, you got a lot. Bro, you had
That Israelite lady, she's like, that's a lot of books.
Yo, you had the
We had garbage
you had the
bags
big
full of books.
the big ass shelf,
Yeah,
man. Yo, when girls used to come over the crib, they used to be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, it was like a library basically, bro.
Yeah, it was a library.
A lot of those books are vain, man. You know, it was nice for tradition,
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, we're not debating it. You know, we're not
those
trying
books
to-
are good for references.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's certain books that stick out. Oh, we can have that book too.
Oh hell yeah.
Some brothers can carry because it's small. Nature knows the color line.
Nature knows
You
the
know,
color
there's
line.
certain
And the
books
next
that
good
stand
one
out.
is there's a next good one that proves that the Gadites Gadites were here. That was a good one, man.
James Adair.
James Adair.
You had that book, right?
Yeah,
I think you had that book. History of the American Indian.
Yeah, that one is a really good one, man.
And you can get it online. I found
Cut.
an e-copy, right? So
And then, even so, certain books, if Esau doesn't want you getting them, it's like the modern day book burning, you'll jack up the price on it. You know?
I've seen books for $500. I've seen books for
Fine.
$1,000.
Because you know, certain, especially Jake won't buy that. You know what I mean? Jake don't read it as it is.
Who the hell's gonna buy it? You'll look at it,
God.
and they'll put condition, used, like or very used.
Yes.
Worn out. $800. Who fucking buying that? But there's some vital information. But to hell with it, man. There's a lot of videos out there, man.
And that's why this is the
You know what
spirit.
Jake reads? Coldest winter ever. Shit like that.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. And much study is the weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man.
The thing about this truth, man, it's hidden in plain sight because everybody has a Bible, man. You know? A good population of the earth, they have the Bible. They're just not being able to break it down.
Isn't it the number one selling book?
Yeah.
And the
Of
number
all
one
time.
stolen book as well. When I worked at Chapters.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the number one stolen book in the world.
That was it, yeah.
We have quick precept. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 7. And he had, listen, he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of paradise of Yahweh.
Yeah, we're in the time of overcoming right now.
Con.
There's so much things that brothers have to overcome on a day-to-day basis. Right? We're in the time of the overcoming, man. Because now we're in the time of decisions, man. And the decisions are right in front of our face, man. Take it, lose your job. Take it, lose your apartment. There's places now where they're telling you you can't even stay in your place. You need to have something to stay in your own place, man. Crazy, man.
I'm going to jump down to verse 11. It says, he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches, he that overcomes shall not be hurt of the second death. And to the angels of the church of in Pergamos wrote, these things say he which has the sharp sword with the two edge, I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. And thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even in those days where Antipas was my faithful merchant, who was slain among you, where Satan dwelleth. But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols, and to commit fornication. So hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of Nicolaitans, which thing I hate. Repent, or else I will come unto you quickly, and will fight against them with the sword of my mouth. And he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. To him that overcome will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and a stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth. And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of Yahweh, who has his eyes like unto a flame of fire, and his feet are like fine brass. I know thy works, and charity, and service, and faith, and thy patience, and thy works, and the last to be more than the first. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest a woman of Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. And I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not. Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that commit adultery with her into a great tribulation, except they repent of their deeds. And I will kill her children with death, and all the churches shall know that I am he which searcheth the reins and the hearts, and I will give unto every one of you according to your works. For unto you I say, unto the rest of Petra, as many as have not this doctrine, and which have not known the depths of Satan, as they speak, I will put upon you more other burdens, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcome and keep my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall be broken to shepherds and sheaves. And as he received my Father, I will give him the morning star.
Go right ahead.
He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches.
Power that the elect is going to receive, man. You know, due to the act, it's not a thing about a fast race, right? This is a thing about endurance. You know what I mean? The race is not given to the swift. You know,
Faith and works.
Faith and works, man. But believing in this thing to the end, man. Until death, if it comes down to it. You know,
that's why, because remember it said Balaam, right? Balaam, which is a demon, you know. And basically, Jake worshiped. Jake basically listened to spirits, man. You know, this is Deuteronomy 13 and verse 13, and it says, "Certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, Let us go and serve other gods." This is the book of Deuteronomy. This is right after, right, of this whole deliverance, man, in Egypt.
In Egypt.
Right? Let us go and serve other gods which ye have not known. Then shalt thou inquire and make search and ask diligently, and behold, if it be true, and the thing certain that such abomination is wrought among you, thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword. So that's the Most High's decree, and that's coming today.
That's right.
That's coming to this place
Oh,
in this time and age. Because guess what? All these Israelites, they're children of Belial, man.
That's right.
They're a bunch of monsters,
Yeah, man.
right? The only ones that are gonna get out are the elect.
that's right.
Right, and all that is therein, and the cattle thereof. So you gotta even kill the animals, man, because there's a wicked spirit on them. You know, because can you imagine a whole city of Israelites worshiping humans, worshiping different gods? Can you imagine that?
Hey, but just like it says in the law.
A bunch of orgies and shit.
Yeah,
bunch
exactly.
Of, sacrifice to Molech.
That's right. And all these animals that these people lay with, those animals have to be put to death.
That's
right.
You lay with an animal, you guys know that even if you kiss an animal in the mouth, the animal's supposed to be put to death.
That's right.
You're not even supposed to kiss an animal in the mouth. How much people kiss animals?
So much. I see
Millions.
Lots of people.
all of them.
Millions.
Not only Edomites, even Jake. I see Jake. They dog them in another mode.
Yeah, Jake
Yeah,
fucking-
everything, yo.
Fucking with animals too, just like Esau.
Bro,
Jake
fuck.
doing it, yo. They following these.
That's all against the law, man. Do you know that the dog is not even supposed to lay in your bed?
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's right there, man.
That's right.
Not even in your bed. But you have Jakes that literally sleep with the dog.
Or cattle.
Licking up face
That's
and all
what
that.
Verse 16, and thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the street thereof, and shall burn with fire the city, and all the spoil thereof every whit for the Lord Yahweh thy power, and it shall be in heat forever, it shall not be built again. So that's a decree for a wicked city. And that shows you all the spoil. So guess what? If they had gold, if they had different things like that. So that's how you know, like in movies and shit, they show you certain things are cursed or certain things are just got demons on
Con, man.
it, like talismans and all that.
Yeah,
weird shit.
con.
And you might own it. Oh, it looks cool. That's cool jewelry.
Yeah,
You know?
just like a really good movie. It's called Lord of the Rings. That's how Lord of the Rings was. But that ring was demonic, man. It was a demonic ring, man.
Right. Everybody wanted it.
Con.
It says, and there shall
Hey, the American dollar. That's demonic. That money's demonic, man.
That's
There's
right.
spirits on that money, man. That money ain't righteous. You know, Jakes kill themselves over it, man. They kill each other. Like, the reason why is because that money's demonic, man.
Remember.
When you bring that shit into your house, that shit has,
cash
that's
rules
all
everything.
spirits.
Cash
Yeah,
rules
God.
everything around.
Remember, Elder Tahar posted one
The
time
talisman.
with all the different signs of the money
Yeah, cut.
that can change.
What's-
Like
what's
it
your
had the
witchcraft?
twin towers falling. It
Oh,
had
word.
No, but
this, that
remember, it has
design.
Molech on
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Molech,
Molech
on
in
the
there.
top sign in the
Cut.
corner.
There's a bunch
hidden.
of things in there.
Yeah, all the way down to the $5 bill. All the way
The
down.
all-seeing eye.
That's a lot of hidden secrets.
Yeah,
in it,
pyramid.
man.
Yeah, man.
A lot of hidden secrets in those monies.
That's right, man. This money's demonic.
Verse 17, and there shall cleave not of the cursed things around them. So, certain brings people, hey, people certain Jakes that kill Jakes and they rob Jakes. You know?
And now they're wearing it.
God,
And this is the robbing season.
certain chains and
That's
shit. Right? It says that the Lord Yahweh may turn from the fierceness of his anger. Right? And the Lord's angry right now. And show thee mercy and have compassion upon thee and multiply thee as he hath sworn unto thy father. Thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power to keep all his commandments which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh thy power.
Oh,
Quick script. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 28. It says, but the Most High giveth it a body as that pleased him, unto every seed his own body. All flesh, not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another flesh of fishes, and another of birds. Trying to go to like bestiality, we're not supposed to play with another animal. And even like it's attached to like crossbreed, like these other animals, big animals, like a tiger, lion. What? that's good enough. You know, so every flesh has its own, you know, like they have their own seed. So
Hey, you have a show that everybody's waiting for to come back called The Tiger King. But they were committing wickedness with those animals, man. Those people were rude, man. The guy, the Tiger King guy, he was a, you know, he was a booger himself, man. He was a booger. So if that guy's a booger, what do you think he's doing with the animals, man? They were taking those his guys that he were with. They were taking methamphetamine. They were messed up people, man.
Like a cult.
It was like a cult, man. And people are there watching that show. They love that show. You know what I mean?
That's so funny.
Wickedness, man.
These people are animals, man. And you know why? Because it comes from the top.
Yeah,
It
God.
comes from the top, which is degenerate. Hey, there's a movie which I never watched. I don't think I'd ever watch it, but it's the one that posted a trailer of the elites in Italy, I think.
Oh yeah, you did.
And yo, man, they had a dining table and the kids were there, and they were eating literally shit on the plate. The kids had to in the trailer is long. It's one of those like, but it's like 3 minutes to show certain scenes. Bugged out, man. And then it shows like I guess getting sacrificed and shit. Like, it's an elitist movie. It's like they're in a big mansion. They're all dressed up nice and fancy. A bunch of degenerates. I forgot what it was called even, but it was an Italian movie. It had subtitles.
Good.
Also, the guy actually pulled up the stage and pushed things out of it. He was on the ground. Sheep, goats.
There was that movie about the Skull and Bones, Good Shepherd.
Yeah, really good one.
Remember, they were in feces.
That was about a fraternity.
They were, the Skull and Bones.
Yeah. Was
Right?
that Yale?
Yale.
It was Yale.
Yeah, Yale. Right? So, they were, when they were wrestling, that was in feces, basically.
Yeah, con.
Right? And then the guys that were like watching it and cheering or whatever, one of the guys basically started pissing on him.
Pissing on him. Yeah, con. That's
And
right,
in the
man.
movie, they show Matt Damon walk off angry and shit, but they do, you know, that was like a highlight.
Yeah,
It's a
con.
small little
That was
highlight.
nothing.
Yeah.
That was nothing.
And
Why
then
do you-
they-
why-
they have to land perfect.
Hey, why do you think they would never reveal the secrets? Because the secrets are so degenerate. That's why they'll never reveal the secret. The secret is gonna be kept forever. If you and your brothers did some of the most lowest, no, you guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are good. It's a sidewalk. As long as you pay your taxes, you're good. Right? So the more degenerate things that you do, you think you're gonna reveal the secret?
That's what I'm saying. They have to be in the strip naked.
Yeah.
They have to reveal the deepest, darkest secret
Con. Yep.
to the member.
Yep. Didn't they lay in a coffin? That was their rebirth.
Like their rebirth. Yeah.
That was their
Because that's,
rebirth.
you know, they're naked. They're coming out of their mother's womb. So
Con.
it all goes back to that sexual magic, basically. Because that's what they worship.
Exactly. Con. Con.
That's why they worship the gods and other things.
Con.
Phallus is a big one because it's an almost like major symbol.
Yeah, con.
Even so, this is starting to start. If you go to certain libraries and community centers, you're gonna see obelisks. I know there's one in Markham. I seen one, and I seen one also in, by the Pickard Library as well. But they have little obelisks letting you know that you're in Egypt.
Right there too.
And then the main one is the main one in Toronto is the CN Tower.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right, man.
No.
Just to let you know that when Toronto was built by who? By Masons.
By Masons, fine.
By Masons.
To add on to that, why do you think they call it the Don Valley Parkway, man? You know? When you're moving down, like they plan the city, you know, with precision, man.
Why do you think we have Dundas Square?
Fine.
Right? And we have Times Square. All these cities, they're just letting you know. Hey, right now we don't have to reveal where we are, but we're behind a grove right now. I mean, we're in front of a grove. There's a grove right behind us, man. This is a grove. You think anything good happens back there, man? And in this grove, you know, you have in the middle of the grove, what? A fire pit. You know the symbology of the fire pit, man. Right? That fire pit represents sacrifice, man. Animal sacrifice and human sacrifice. That's what the fire pit's for, man. And there's a fire pit right in the middle of this shit, man.
Ephesians 6:9. And you masters do the same things unto them, forbearing, threatening, knowing that your masters also is in heaven. Neither is there respect of person with him. Verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong, the Lord Yahweh, in the power of his side. Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh.
Yeah, and it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, brothers. We're not standing here letting you think that this journey is easy, that this path is simple. This is the hardest journey that we've ever taken in our entire life of living.
That's right.
This path, this journey is hard, man. But what's righteous is that we have Yahweh, we have Yahushua, and we have the brotherhood, man.
That's right. That's right.
Right? That's what's so amazing about it this time, man.
That's right.
That's why Yahushua, the word is
That's right. It ain't an easy road. Who feels it knows. That's right, man. Who feels it knows. That's right, man.
Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Verse 12.
Put on the whole armor of the Most High, John 3:16. You gotta know the whole book. You gotta know like the whole book from the beginning to the end. You know?
That's right.
Right.
They'll close it off of that. You leave it up to a Christian, they'll close that book.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against the spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's right, man. The spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we're doing. Remember that I made mention of that movie, right? Of all the wickedness that's going on there, sacrifices, right? There's people that try and put curses on us, man.
That's right.
You might wake up from your sleep and you can't breathe. Shit like that. I remember we already brought this out, but there's two owls over here across the street from us. He wasn't there before, so that could have been like a portal or whatever, witchcraft that they're trying to put on us. But constantly, every day, there's witchcraft, or there's attacks, there's spiritual attacks on us, right? But the Most High is blocking that, man. Protecting his elect.
That's right.
Guiding his elect.
That's right.
You know? But it's not an easy walk, like the brother said.
Verse 13. Wherefore, take unto the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done it all, to stand.
That's why we need the armor, man. True, man. Right?
Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with the truth, and having on the breastplate of the righteousness. That's right. Verse 15, and your feet shall with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you should be able to quench
You're good.
all the fierce darts of the wicked.
Read that part again.
Verse 16, above all, taking the shield of the faith, wherewith you should be able to quench all the fierce darts of the wicked.
God, fiery darts of the wicked, man. All the spiritual attacks that they put upon you during this journey, man. During this walk to reach salvation, man. So we get beamed up in what you call UFOs. Right? The heaven is established. The Yahweh Shai.
That's right. That's right.
The so-called black man. Right?
Joshua 1 verse 8 says that this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. And then thou shalt make thy ways prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
That's right. Now, not to say we're going to be able to do keep the law 100%, man. Not on this side. You know what I mean? The goal is to try, man. With all sincerity. You know what I mean? It's faith above works, but that doesn't mean you can't. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do the works, man. You maintain the faith. Alright? Because you have to. Through faith, you keep the works, man. To the best of your ability.
The book of Psalm 10 verse 1 says, why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in their own devices that they have imagined.
That's right, man. That's right. One of those devices is the juice, man. You know? That's just one of the devices. The main device is going to be his the MOTB, man.
Right.
Okay? And all these things are gonna backfire onto you Edomites, man. You know, all these things that you would imagine for Jake, to keep Jake enslaved for the rest of Jake's life. All these things are gonna backfire onto you, man.
That's right.
Ultimately, you're gonna be under our captivity, man.
Right.
Alright? For 1,000 years, and then after that, you're gonna be destroyed.
That's right.
So all
That's
these
right.
things are gonna read that part again, huh?
And it says, verse 2, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
That's right. Everything that you imagine is gonna come right back onto you and double, man.
That's right.
Verse 3, the wicked also of his heart's desire, and blessed is covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High will not in all his thoughts.
That's right. He's so pumped up right now. He's not even thanking the Most High for putting him in the position he is, man. He's just like, I'm God. I got it like that. You know what I mean? That's his mentality. I got it like that. You know? I'm not worried about all that. He keeps our blessing me. That's it. That's his mind state, man. We don't need him, you know? He's straight. We don't need the Most High, man. Right?
Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Verse 6. Verse 5.
It says his ways are always grievous, man. And his own judgments are far beyond his sight, man.
Yep.
Esau doesn't live by what he preaches, man. Esau doesn't practice his own laws. You know? But when it comes to Jake, man, you better be following that shit to a T.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
on that ass, man. That's the curses. Right?
Yep. Verse 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall be like a. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Why? Did you look at it, Edomite? Do they look like they're in adversity? Hell no, man. They living good, man. The way Edomite talks, you know, he talks about his finances and all these things. It's so casual, like, yeah, I got XYZ, blah, blah, blah. You know? Esau's in a good case, man. And if you're not in a good case, you're a two-time loser. Because you're going to be enslaved in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing, and deceit, and fraud, and his tongue is mischief and vanity.
That's right, man. That's what he's all about, mischief and vanity, man. Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace.
Straight up. Fraud, man. He's big on that, man. But when But when it comes to, say Jake commits fraud, he's giving Jake how much? He's giving Jake a lot of years for that. Huh? Not to say you're supposed to go out and commit fraud. But he's a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Yep.
Verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den, lieth in wait to catch the poor.
That's right, man. He's catching the poor slipping out, setting up immunization sites in the hood, shit like that, telling you to get the juice, telling you people to get it, man, thinking that you're gonna be in a better case.
Telling you to get the cure.
Right. You know? Well, you're in the fucking ghetto, man. You're in the fucking hood. What the fuck is that changing? That's not changing your life, so to speak. You in the hood, man. So we're gonna get this, and it's gonna make everything better. You're still gonna be in the hood.
Hey, get the cure and get a free donut.
Get a free donut, get a Krispy Kreme built by your hood.
Or cannabis.
Yeah, or, you know?
Joints.
Right. We're good now. You know? Instead of taking your health into your own hands and learning the herbs, all right, changing your diet, you're not doing that. You know, you're trusting in man. I'm a little vial. That's gonna help. People are gonna learn, man, because once these real diseases you're gonna see, man. People dropping dead left and right. You think it's a joke right now, man?
Right.
It's gonna get ramped up and amped up. You're gonna see flesh-eating diseases on people, man. Shit that you could actually see. I can't see this shit right now. We can't see it. They say it's there, but we can't see it. But you can actually see real plagues, man, come to this earth. Okay? You're gonna see more infestation of rats and mice coming through. The diseases that they carry. All right, you people are gonna be getting sick off of that.
That's right.
Okay? You think it's a game, man?
Yep. Says, doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his nets. Coucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
That's right, man. You have your leader, your politician, your human politician, you're gonna talk all soft, sweet, and calm, like you mean well for everyone. And that's how you, especially you Jakes are suckers, man. Because that's how you get caught up, man. Oh, they're not that bad, they're not bad people. You know, that's your mentality. Nah, they're the devil, man. They're the devil the Bible speaks of. Okay? But we're telling you how he's gonna approach you. Read that part again.
Yep. It says, verse 10, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
Don't fall for that trick.
Yeah.
Right?
Can you sort of use these celebrities or these like
You guys need to put it on the setup. Just winged it.
these top entertainers actually make you take the jab. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Verse 11 says that he had said in his heart, Most High had forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, all power, lift up thine hand, forget the humble. Wherefore does the wicked contempt the Most High? He had said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, but thou beholdest mischief and spite require it with thine hand. The poor committed himself unto thee, thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked, and the evil man seek out his wickedness till thou find none.
That's right. That's what we're doing, man. Like you said before, we're exposing this place.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
letting you know all the hidden shit that was in the dark. We're bringing that shit to light, man. Keeping you aware as to why you should leave this place spiritually, man. Why you shouldn't get down and celebrate Christmas, man. Because if you get caught up, you don't want to take on the plagues of your enemies. You don't want to take on the dependent judgment of your enemies, man. It's not nice. Right?
So verse 13. Wherefore does the wicked contempt the Most High? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, but thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The poor committed himself unto thee, thou art the helper of the fatherless. Verse 15, break down the arm of the wicked and the evil man, and seek out his wickedness till thou find none. His king forever and ever.
That's right.
The heathen are perished out of his hand, his land.
And you know what their power is too? Their power is our ignorance, man. That's part of their power. Obviously, their power is militarily. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Jake's ignorance, man. They keep winning because we're so friggin' ignorant, man. Our people, man. Ignorant to what? To truth.
But the Most High is
My
breaking-
people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man.
But we're breaking down their power right now. We're breaking down their power.
Yeah, come on.
We're breaking down their power. That's what the Most High is using us to break down their power.
Yeah, we're shining light in a dark place, man.
That's right.
It's like when you're in a ship, right? And all you see around you is darkness, man. But then you see that beacon, that light beacon, man, far away. You feel hopeful, man. You feel hopeful. You never made it yet. You just see it, man. You feel a little bit more hopeful. You're like, shit. Oh, I thought I was lost. Yeah.
What would be like considered the beacons in this time? You know, all the signs, man. You know, all the signs in heaven. Okay. The different prophecy being fulfilled, the different news that's coming out. It's keeping us on our toes, man.
That's right.
We're hearing about chariot sightings. All right, those are the beacons, man. That's the thing that gives us hope and faith.
That's right.
It's obviously, you know, we're not carnal. We don't need to see these things to believe in it, but it's good to have reassurance, you know, from time to time. It helps.
right.
You know what I mean? I don't need to see a chariot to believe in a chariot. But when I do see a chariot, it's all praises to Yahweh.
How about you not fat?
That's right, man.
You know?
That's right.
Because let's be real, most of the time when we see it, it's just a little dot in the sky. Alright, but when we see it in its entirety, man, in that day, we're gonna be like, wow, you know what I mean?
When we actually get to touch it.
Fine. You know, because as of right now, the Most High doesn't want us to see it in its entirety, because He wants us to have that faith. He wants us to believe in it. You know, without having to actually see it. You know what I mean? So that's why you have a few of them that look like a star, but you know it's a chariot. You see it flashing. You know what I mean? But it's all through faith, man.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do in a chariot? Like, let's say a chariot got exposed to us. What are we gonna do? Are you gonna go into a chariot? These bodies can't manage the force of a chariot.
Fine.
You think this body can manage the speed of a chariot? What if the chariot decided to go to the size of a rice grain? What are you gonna do? What's your body gonna do? Your body's gonna be destroyed, man. Come on, man.
Verse 17, Yahweh, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thy ear to hear. Judge the fatherless and the oppressed. And the man of the earth will no more oppress.
That's right. Wait on that day. Get out of this place. Get out of these spiritual chains, man. Because that's what we're under, man. Curses. Right? He's perpetuated the curses. Alright, he took it too far, man. That's why the Most High has to get at you. You know?
Yeah, these bodies is like a yoke. Like back in slavery, they put the thing around your neck. Where the fuck were you gonna go? You couldn't go nowhere. You could try to run away in that, didn't work, man. Right? That's like this body, man. You ain't going nowhere. You could run all you want, you could join this and join that. You ain't going nowhere, man. This body's a damn chain, man. This is a ball and a chain, man. Hey, like back in the when they first started the Jake into the jail system, they used to put the ball on his damn leg, man. Where the fuck you going in that? You ain't going nowhere, man. You're walking like this, man. they had a thing called a chain gang, man. So you'd have like 10 niggas join to each other. Where are you gonna go? Fuck you gonna run to, man?
Did you see the one where they have them on their knees walking with the chains? They can't stand up. They've been on their floor so long that they can't even use their bones to stand up. They're just it's a documentary. They have them all messed up with all those slavery.
That was the Arab slave trade.
Yeah, the Arab slave trade. Yeah, they had them all messed up. They got Jake messed up. All around the board, Jake messed up.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 1. Yep. It says, moreover the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee prosperous. Verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh.
Right. You know, the way Esau is moving, he shouldn't have a problem with this because he wants to move everybody it's a virtual land, man. It's the metaverse.
Yeah.
He wants everybody to enjoy their life through a fucking computer, man. You know what I mean?
There's a movie like that. I can't remember if it was a movie or maybe one of the episodes of Black Mirror. I can't remember. But the guy, that's all they had, people just living like that. And the guy was just a fat slob. I don't remember if it was a movie or a TV show. It was a show.
Yeah, Black
and
Mirror.
The guy behind it was just a fat
Black
fucking
Mirror,
slob.
yeah.
But in the computer, he was like this sexy, hunky guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sounds like Instagram.
And that's what he's all about now, man. Putting value to shit that makes no sense. Bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Telling you to enjoy your vacation in life. No? Where he's the one fucking up Earth.
Bread and
He can't
circus.
even enjoy the Earth. He's fucking it up for you to.
They said you can buy virtual property.
Yeah. A real money. Real money. You want to buy a $2.4 billion plot of virtual land. Just sold
Basically
recently.
playing Sims, you know.
Yeah, Con.
It's like he came back full circle, you know?
So like eventually they're trying to make a Bitcoin land. A Bitcoin, everybody Bitcoin. You can buy only, you go to the spot, they just want to create a society only Bitcoin. So
It's not real.
just virtual Bitcoin, man. That money can't touch it.
Real
It's just online money.
Fake property. Real.
Well, Bitcoin is just going into digital currency. That's the MOTB, right? Yeah, cryptocurrency.
They posted that they want
Hey, all Ethan needs to do is turn off the switch, the money's gone.
God,
That's it.
that's it.
Simple.
That's it, simple.
Crypto or not, even the stocks, all these stocks that you have investment in, when the stock market crashes, man, you start pulling that plug, everything's gone.
Yeah, but I know that's happened to brothers. You go to a store and they'll be like, oh, all things are down, only accepting cash. And you're like, what the hell? Like, you guys told us to switch over to the card.
Yeah, cut.
Yeah, where am I going to get cash?
Yeah, cut.
Yeah,
Yeah, cut.
It's like it backfired on you.
yeah, exactly.
Just stick to the cash then, you know?
None of it's real anyways.
True.
Yeah. None of it's real anyways. Yeah, fiat.
Yeah, verse 5 says that because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel for the force of their sword, in the time of the calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, at the length, said the Lord Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Hey, do you think their perpetual hatred comes from nowhere? No, man. Their perpetual hatred comes from what we did to them. You think we were nice to them? You think Esau is mad because we were so friendly with them? We were pieces of shit to them. We used to kill them for sport. So when you guys are here begging Esau for mercy and equality, you sound so fucking stupid, man. He just knows his history, and you don't.
He understands rulership.
We used to kill Edomites, man.
Yeah, dude.
We had Esau as our serfs, man. They were our slaves.
That's right.
That's where the word comes from, man.
That's right.
The hell? We used to wipe out the men and keep the women, and then impregnate the woman, man.
Back then we knew about genealogy, we knew about seed. Alright? That's how it goes, man. You wanna be able to conquer and keep your thing going, you know, your kingdom going, you take out the man, man. Simple and plain.
Yeah, what about Vlad Tepish? You think Vlad was a good guy? No, Vlad was a good guy, man. He's such a nice guy.
Got a scripture?
Yo, the majority of us, especially when we took down the Roman Empire, oh my gosh, Edomites Edomites had to run.
Yeah.
They had to run at that time, man. There was bounties out for Edomites, man.
He'll build them.
Oh my
He'll
gosh.
build them and have him in his yard while he eats. While he eats food with this stink body, man. Just hanging in the yard.
Sheesh.
You know, that's Vlad. The vampire himself.
Being pale.
Or Hannibal. Like Hannibal was a nice guy. He was such a nice guy. These are our ancestors, man. King David. Those are your ancestors.
Bring it up. All right, this is 2 Chronicles 25 and started 11. And Amaziah strengthened himself and led forth his people and went to the valley of Salt and smote of the children of Seir 10,000.
Hey, why do you think Psalms 137:7 says what it says, man?
Yeah.
But we've made it to such a pacified state that even to think